Hi, Naveen here. In the previous classes, we have discussed about Ibrahim Adil Shah and the division of Bahmani kingdom, right? So today I am going to deal you here about cultural contributions of the Bahmani sultans. The Bahmani and the Shahi sultans ruled over Karnataka almost 200 years. In addition to Karnataka, they extended kingdom up to Tanjavuru in Tamil Nadu. They had organized the administration based on Islamic religious principle. Administration, there were three levels of administration, namely central, provincial, and village. Among these, there was a revenue, judicial, and military administration too. The Sultan was the chief of the central administration. The cabinet was called Majlis-e-Ilwith. Top officials, commandants, ulemas, and amins were friends and relatives of the sultans. Govern converted the then existed four tarafs provinces into 8 units. These provinces were divided into 15 sarkaras. The Subedar was the administrator in each of these sarkaras. Sarkaras were divided into Paraganas. Kotwal, Deshmukh, Desai were the administrator of the Paraganas. The final unit of administration was the village, having Patel, Kulkarni, and gods as staffs. The village units were independent units. Next, we are going to speak you about revenue military and judicial system. Amir-e-Jumals were the head of the revenue authority. Who is the head of the revenue authority means that is Amir-e-Jumals. Okay, land taxes was the major source of the income for a kingdom. 1/3 to one half of the agriculture production was collected as land taxes. There were 50 kinds of taxes, including taxes on house, mines, tobacco, grassland, trade, and employment. The money earned by tax were used for the maintaining palace, war and bodyguards, construction and maintenance of forts also. The Bahmani kingdom depended on the strength of the military force. Military expenses was very huge. They had four types of armed troops. One is permanent troops recruited during wartime, and troops for religious wars, and units for protection of the sultans and the troops and the palace. Infantry, cavalry, elephants, and explosive units were the important division of the army. Bijapur fort was the most formidable of Adil Shahi's forts. The Sultana was the supreme judicial authority. He ruled according to the privilege of customs, tradition, and principle of the Islamic region. Qazis and senior officer assisted Sultan in dispensing justice. Due to their efficient administration, the state witnessed progress in economic, social, and cultural fields. Next, we are going to deal you here. Before that, do you know this? Bibji Kanu, Yusuf Adil Shah wife, Dilshah Aga, Chanda Bibi, and Shaharar Banu Begum were famous women of this dynasty. Economic and social religious system. Agriculture was the main occupation in the village. Spinning, oil extraction, sugar and jaggery manufacture, thread weaving, and leather work, pottery, carpentry, goldsmithy, perfumery, and sculpture were also practiced. There were forts in Dabul, Rajapur, Chawla, and Goa. Silk, wine, gold, silver, copper, tin, lead, and glass were the main imports. Trade and employment organizations were in existence. Gold coins known as Hunnu, silver coins were known as Lori, and Tanka were in circulation. Undivided partial families continued. Uh, Undivided families continued in the society. Caste system and polygamy were practiced. Haridas of Bhakti Panth and Muslim Sufi saints tried to be imbibe tolerance in society. In Muslim society, Sunni, Shia, Sayyid, Shaikh, and Patna were the main groups. Muslim women practiced burqa system. So, education system and art and architecture. The education policy of the Adil Shahis was to propagate Islamic culture. Most of the culture was as the ruler was Islamic, so the education system, most of the education system was in the Islamic. There were schools known as makbats. They were under the control of mosques. The students in the maktabs were taught the alphabet, religion, law, poetry, and rhetoric. The madrasas were centers of higher education. Muhammad Gawal, who was a scholar himself, established madrasa, that is college we can call at Bida, to encourage the study of Islamic religion and law. This college had 242 feet length, 222 feet width and 56 feet height, 3-story magnificent building constructed in the Deccan style. It had a library with around 3,000 manuscripts. The college was also a lodge for students, teachers, and orthodox people. Astronomy, grammar, mathematics, philosophy, and political science were studied in this college. The sultans developed Indo-Islamic style of architecture. The Jamia Mosque, built by Adil Shah first, is a prominent monument even today. Ibrahim Roza, Gol Gumbaz, Gagan Mahal, and Azhar Mahal are the important monuments of this time. These monuments have made the Adil Shahis world famous. Gol Gumbaz at Vijaypura is one of the greatest structure in the world. It has an area of 1,800 square feet. There were 7-storied minarets in the 4 corners of the building. There is huge dome in center. Gol Gumbaz, this monument is in Vijaypura in Karnataka. Muhammad Adil Shah constructed this monument. The construction work is said to have begun around 1626 and completed in 1656. This structure is in 51 meters tall and has a wide dome. The dome was 4 pillars in which steps have been built in to go up. The